is me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. They come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. They come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 ounce. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. To master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you clutch me in my face, stay in your place, play your position, become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88.
All right, guys. What's going on? What is going on? How's everybody doing?
How you guys doing, man?
All right, man. So, we're back with another edition of Unscripted, bro. And we have a pretty boring, minus the AEW Collision episode we have to talk about. Pretty midweek of professional wrestling. Dynamite was pretty close to bad, if you ask me.
I remember a thing from it.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Let's not sugarcoat nothing. It was a pretty bad episode of AEW Dynamite. They did absolutely nothing to start or do the build for All In. I mean, I don't know what's going on with this All In build, but it is not it. Not that I expected them to put on a good build, because AEW almost never does when it comes to builds for their pay-per-views. They give you an overabundance of matches that just hit you in the face 2 weeks before the pay-per-view started. But this time, you know, usually with AEW, what AEW does is they make things apparent, kind of what they're going. Obviously, there's some stuff that doesn't look like it's going to happen at all until 2 weeks before the pay-per-view, but This time around, dude, I have fucking no idea what anybody is doing where. I don't know what they're saving for All Out. Say, okay, maybe they're going to do that at All In. But then it gets announced for Collision. And it's just a fucking mess what's going on right now, honestly, if you ask me.
It really is, man. It really is. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what they're doing at either of these two shows that are pretty soon, man. So that's very annoying. So we'll see how that shit goes. But shit, man. Other than that, it's been a pretty boring ass week. Like you said, besides the Saturday show, overall, it's just been another nothing week, man.
Yes, speaking of build, SummerSlam, bro. WWE, it almost seems like they did everything in their power to let me know they do not give a fuck about building for SummerSlam. Literally.
Oh, dude, I swear to God, that fucking Becky Lynch shit is crazy, bro. They wasted our whole summer for that.
Our whole summer just to say that we're going to get Becky versus Trish in 2 weeks. This was their summer feud. Why they couldn't have ended it tonight and just start fresh after SummerSlam, I have no idea. Yeah. We'll get to it, man. We'll get to it for sure. But, bro, I mean, wow. I mean, wow.
What a waste.
Yeah, another main event with the same people that are always in the main events on the show. Nothing. The best thing about my day was everything that didn't have to do with Monday Night Raw. Other than that, I did go on a pretty unsuccessful figure hunt, which was annoying, but I started watching Twisted Metal today on Peacock, and then I had to fucking watch Monday Night Raw. I only got through the first episode, but the whole time I was watching Monday Night Raw, the longer it went on, it just made me tell myself more and more why I wished I was watching Twisted Metal. I don't know, man. Very, very atrocious go-home show for Monday Night Raw. Atrocious.
Definitely, man. Definitely. That's the census I'm hearing, man. So that's just great, man. But I don't know, man. Shit's been so weird in the business because, like, shit's happening. You know, there are big stories, but, like, nothing's happening on weekly TV for anybody. It's like, why, bro? It's like everybody's giving up on the weekly TV format. Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. That is everybody except for MJF and Adam Cole, it seems. And obviously the Bloodline.
And
but
the Bloodline.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I do not know, bro. I don't know.
At this point.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I mean, everything except for what those guys are doing, and obviously, like the stuff CM Punk is doing right now, especially after Saturday with Ricky Starks, I think is really heating up to become a great part of the weekly TV little schedule here. But other than that, yeah, pretty uneventful episode of SmackDown. The nearest thing we got towards LA Knight was they announced a SummerSlam Battle Royal. And I don't just feel bad for LA Knight here because we're getting the inclusion of like Tommaso Ciampa in this match. I mean,
dude, what the fuck is going on, bro? It's just so disappointing.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I don't think we're getting it at this point. I think they wanted to. I think Triple H wanted to. At this point, I don't know if we're ever going to get it.
Well, we have news on the way for Friday. We have news on the way.
Oh,
That's no good. Not a good indication for anybody involved. So there's that. But dude, I don't know. I don't know. It seems like I mean, judging off the news we have, it's something Triple H absolutely wants to do. It's something that seems like a no-brainer for Mr. Paul Levesque. But for the other guy, and y'all know who I'm talking about, it seems to be a real big problem for him. And I don't know why, but it's completely atrocious that Tommaso Ciampa is taking a pinfall loss. See, here on Monday Night Raw, granted, there was a little bit of cheating going on. The whole story that I would have liked to see was, and you know, WWE gave themselves a kickstart with what they were doing with Johnny Gargano. They were having him lose and lose and lose and lose and lose, even when Triple H was involved. So that made me kind of pump my brakes a little bit. Like, okay, Johnny Gargano is absolutely top 3 performer in the world if given the opportunity. So, and I know Triple H knows this, so I'm a chill. It's bullshit, but I'm a chill on it. So we go through all that, and my whole logic was Johnny Gargano was going to run himself into a hole, and Tommaso Ciampa was going to pull Johnny Gargano out of the hole, and they were going to redo DIY. What is going on now? I have no fucking idea. Like, are these two losers just going to come together and be like, hey, we're both losers, so why don't we try this as a tag team again, since we can most likely run through this whole tag team division? Probably.
I see that shit. And the worst part is, they might get one title run, and that's it. It's a tag team. They might get a title run.
And the thing is, why I would have loved Tommaso Ciampa to go on a dominant, not super dominant, but at least why I would like him to go on a strong run before he teamed up with Johnny Gargano is because whenever Ciampa turns on Gargano, he could say DIY did great when when they first teamed up on the main roster. Then, they lost the tag titles. That would make Tommaso Ciampa snap and say, I was pretty much better off without you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're just...
Exactly.
The way it's looking, dude, it's like two losers are just going to join up together, and they're going to reform NXT Glory, and who even knows if they'll be booked then? Who even knows if they'll be booked good as a tag team because of Vince?
Exactly, dude. The Vince factor, even as DIY, that's a risk in itself, man. So, dude, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I don't know. I have no idea. But as for tonight was super boring. If you've seen tonight's Monday Night Raw, you've seen like the past 3 months of Monday Night Raw. It's been incredibly boring. It's been incredibly boring, which WWE, dude, Triple H's WWE is a lot like Tony Khan's AEW, and I know that's a very bitter pill for a lot of fans to swallow, but Triple H has resurged the WWE pay-per-view concept. I mean, give it up for the man, bro. I mean, that man has made a WWE pay-per-view feel like a fucking spectacle. Again, he really has. Just like Tony Khan makes AEW pay-per-views feel like a spectacle. I mean, really, they're both like fucking movies. They really are. They do a fantastic job. 9 times out of 10, they always go to great places. Talking about Triple H here, under Triple H's WWE. 9 times out of 10, he always goes to great places. Similar to how, Tony Khan always brings his pay-per-views to fairly good spots. And the weekly television, like, there's some sprinkled in stories, but a lot of it's just a waste of fucking time, man. It really is.
It's like, it's basically the fucking same show, different roster at this point. They feel exactly the same. You know what I mean? Each show has one big story that matters, and then the rest of it's kind of just thrown together for whatever it is. None of them are building to their pay-per-views. I think Tony Khan, or I think Triple H, hey, got a notebook for himself, man. It's probably one of the worst things you could do. Because holy shit, it's the same show, different roster.
Yeah, at times it really fucking feels like it, man. It really does. So anyways, man, I guess we can go ahead and hop right into the intro, man. Like, I mean, there's a little bit to talk about, man, but not too much. To be honest, a lot of this show is going to be us shitting on some of these shows, but otherwise, what is going on, guys? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast and episode 154 of Notorious Unscripted, man. This is, like I said, another edition of Unscripted, man. And if this is your first time watching us and you guys do not know how the show works, every Monday we're on here with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday we are on here with the news at 4 p.m. Central, man. If you guys did miss this past Friday's episode of the news, that is LA Knight becomes a top merch seller in WWE as he is bad at backstage politicking. He's rubbing people the wrong way all of a sudden. Bray Wyatt rumored to be due for a SummerSlam return, and AEW Plus. AEW files for the trademark AEW Plus. AEW Plus seems to be on the horizon, man. A streaming service for All Elite Wrestling. If you guys did miss that, I believe that's episode 172. You guys can now watch that on all platforms. That's Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, join us right here every Friday at 4 p.m. Central with the news, man. Also, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious Heels podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video and in either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man. You got all 8 of these beautiful designs and more live on the merch shop. You got the Chicago flag design, the uncrowned kings of the IWC, the Biggie-inspired design, the base logo design, the best-kept secret to the IWC, the Riddler-inspired design, the Notorious World Order design, and the 2 other designs that that's available in, aside from the Chicago flag design. There's the classic black and white and the Wolfpack red. And with that, you got the Grand Slam design and the Notorious Scratch logo and the only community that matters. So all 8 plus more of these designs are available for you guys live on the merch shop. That is, again, bonfire.com. Link is at the top description of this video and in either mine or Sir K's social media pages. And with that, if it's your first time watching, you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, bro?
It's going good, man. It's going good. Just been chilling out, man. Been pretty normal. Excited for SummerSlam. I mean,
yeah.
Not excited for its build, but I'm excited for the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So I'm excited for that, man. And yeah, I can't wait. Like Durante always asks, man, how's life? How's the family? Life's good, man. The family's good. How's everybody doing in chat, man? Everybody doing in chat. Everyone doing in the replay. How you guys doing? And what about you, bro? How you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Chilling, bro. Like I said, started watching Twisted Metal today. Dude, that first episode got me so fucking hooked, bro. And then I couldn't watch any of it, and I don't know when the next time is I will be able to watch an episode. So it's a little infuriating, but hey, man, we're here for the love of the sport, I guess. So well, at least the love of the shitty build, I guess, is what we actually walked into tonight. But overall, the love of the sport. But other than that, bro, other than that, man, yeah, that's pretty much about it, bro. Just going, just getting ready for SummerSlam on Saturday. Bro. So other than that, dude, that's gonna be exciting. That's gonna be exciting as hell, man. So yeah, man. So other than that, as Durante always asks, I'm good. Family's good. And what about you, Durante, Logan, Bell, JT, everybody else that's gonna be here on the replay? and everybody else that's in chat. Pops, Wizzo, my man. How's it going, bro? How's it
Hey,
going?
what's up, man? How you doing?
He's
God
here,
damn.
man. The legend himself is here. Yeah,
Okay.
that's right, bro. Yeah, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Thank you guys for being here as always. And yeah, man. So, goddamn, damn. You know, right at the fucking end of the first episode, they were about to do the first scene with Sweet Tooth, and it fucking cut off, bro. And I said, God damn it, because it was 7 o'clock, and I was like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, sit through Raw for 3 hours.
Yep. And like the whole fucking time I was just thinking about how I have 9 episodes of Twisted Metal that I would rather be watching. But instead, I was watching Monday Night Raw. But let's bring you guys back to Wednesday, bro. AEW Dynamite. AEW Dynamite happened. Mr. K, man, you know, do you want to just educate the people on who was the show opener of AEW Dynamite?
I don't really remember, but if I'm a betting man, I think
you're
it's
a betting man.
Yeah, I think I'm a betting man because I think I'm gonna get it right.
Go ahead.
Was it Orange Cassidy per se?
Oh, what a shock. Orange Cassidy defends the All-Atlantic Championship. Or what is it? International Championship. Why the fuck did they rename it?
Dude, I don't think I've ever called it international since they changed it.
Dude, at that point, you should have just called it the fucking Intercontinental Championship.
At least I remember that name. Like, bro.
International Championship. He's fighting AR Fox.
Or AR Fox, if anything.
He's fighting AR Fox 4 weeks before All In, and I have no idea what this man is going to be doing on this show. I have not a clue. You know, again, man, if we talked about it on Friday, at least I think we did. I think we said something about Orange Cassidy on Friday. But like I said on Friday, you can book the guy like a strong champion all you want, but at the end of the day, does this shit matter? Like, what are we doing?
I couldn't tell you a match from this dude's from his whole reign. I really couldn't. Not a memorable match. Not one. It sucks, dude, because a lot of people are saying a certain person that came out, ended up coming out after the match into his own segment. And dude, this shit sounds ass to me, bro. I'm sorry. We'll get to it, but this shit sounds cheeks to me.
Yeah. So, Orange Cassidy versus AR Fox here. This happened because Darby went up to Orange Cassidy in the back, and he said, can you do me a favor for a friend? Can you defend your All-Atlantic Championship against AR Fox? And Orange Cassidy goes, yeah, sure. And that was how the match was made. Why do these Orange Cassidy matchmaking segments always come off so fucking stupid, bro? Why?
It's literally just, hey, can I get a match? Okay. Like, dude sounds like he's me at work getting told what to do. Just, oh, okay. Just fucking deadpan. Like, bruh.
Seriously, bro. Yeah. So, Orange Cassidy beats AR Fox. He puts the glasses on him, does his whole thing, where he leans on their shoulder and he puts the thumbs up while the guy's wearing the glasses. AR Fox takes off the glasses, breaks him in half, and he attacks Orange Cassidy. Darby Allin comes out because he got him the opportunity, and he asks him what the hell is going on. He asked him what the hell was going on and what the hell was that for. And He walks away. Now, while this was happening, Jon Moxley. Damn, what did I just say a couple weeks ago? We don't know what he's doing at All In. Or what did I just say a couple minutes ago? Is that what I said?
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez, I completely forgot. I didn't forget that this happened, but my bad. That was on me. Maybe I did. Dynamite was very unmemorable.
That's what I got, though.
Jon Moxley comes out and hits Orange Cassidy with a Death Rider. How you feeling about this, bro?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't care about that match at all. I think it's a waste of not both of their talents because, you know, Mox is a great talent. I wouldn't say he's a waste, but in going for that title, I think it's a waste. He should be focused on the group stuff right now with his fucking group. And they should give a title opportunity at their biggest pay-per-view ever that they had so far to maybe someone a little younger, hungrier, maybe to, I don't know, the guy where he got his friend a match and his friend turned on Orange Cassidy. I think I would like the title shot to go to that guy, you know, Darby Allin maybe. We don't know what he's doing. We don't know what anybody's doing. But I would be okay with that. There's a million people on that roster, damn near literally, that could go for that title. And you just have this idea of Jon Moxley? What? I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
You know, it's funny you say that because I feel pretty fucking close about this than you do. Or, yeah, I feel almost the same fucking way as you do. So, let me get this straight. So, this dude, Orange Cassidy, is going to go on an 11-month title reign, damn near a year, with this championship, to lose it to Jon Moxley? A guy who's already made... Hold on, what about this? Being that one of this guy's best showcases was in a match against Orange Cassidy, and it was a couple weeks ago. And we haven't seen him since, by the way. How about Keith Lee? What's Keith Lee doing at All In?
Nothing. I don't think he'll be doing anything the whole weekend.
Didn't Darby Allin tell Keith Lee in an interview before that tag match against him and Orange, you need to step up here in AEW and you need to take the shit that you want? And Keith Lee even gave Darby knuckles after the match. So, we haven't seen him since. So whatever happened to, legitimately, we have not seen the fucking guy since that. Actually, no, my bad. We did. We seen him on Rampage. I didn't see it, but I heard about seeing it. I heard about the people that had to see it. We seen him on Rampage in Naturally Limitless, a team with fucking Dustin Rhodes.
And then he's gone. Again, what did we say? You get pushed for 2 or 3 weeks, and you disappear.
Which is what I said when it came to when Keith Lee had that great performance. He had 2 weeks. Legitimately, he had 2 weeks. I think he did like one squash match. It was against somebody, but he looked great. And then the next week, it was the match of him and Swerve versus Orange and Darby. And he had a great showcase, and I said it that week on Unscripted. I hope we don't see this guy for another week, and then we don't ever fucking see him again. And what the fuck happened?
We saw him that Saturday, and haven't seen that fucking guy since. Like, dog, what the fuck is going on, dude? What the fuck is going on? I don't get it. I don't understand that shit. And I'm sick of it, dude. I'm sick of them forgetting about people. You need to fire people is what you need to do.
You know, again, it's not like Jon Moxley is a bad person for Orange to face, but It's like he is, but like without disrespecting John Moxley, he is. Like he's not a bad opponent because he's John Moxley. It's a bad opponent because John Moxley is a made man. And for the love of God, I just know we're going to end up getting the whole Best Friends versus, the Blackpool Combat Club. I don't give a fuck about that fucking group. If I don't care, if I barely care about Orange Cassidy, I really don't give a fuck about the rest of his group. I mean, talk about the most bland of bland.
At least I could watch Orange Cassidy. Dude, the Best Friends are probably the worst act in that company. I would rather watch Butcher and the Blade. Genuinely, no lie. I would 100% rather watch the Butcher and the Blade other than the Best Friends. I don't see the appeal in any of them at all.
I think I would rather watch PWU than than the Best Friends, okay?
Literally, I'd watch Matt Coon's podcast over the fucking Best Friends, dog. And I can tell you one thing. Like, dude, that shit is fucking ass. I'd rather watch fucking Impact. A certain bold man on Impact I'd rather fucking watch than the fucking Best Friends. Dude, BCC versus Best Friends sounds pure garbage. I'm gonna be that guy. This shit sounds trash.
It really does. Yeah, the faction warfare. I mean, dude, they go from the Elite to the Best Friends. Please don't sign me up for that. But in terms of the opponent, Mox and Orange Cassidy, I mean, I'm sure it'll be a good match, but like, why? Why are they doing this? It's like what are we doing here? Yeah, I don't get it, man. I don't get the logic behind it. I don't get any of it, quite frankly. I really don't. I really don't, man. Like, why is John Moxley going after Orange Cassidy all of a sudden? Why?
Why? Why did he do that? And we'll never get an explanation.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But that made absolutely no sense. And next, Jack Perry came out. Jack Perry came out with a Hook shirt that says, I beat Hook. It says, I beat, and then, the Hook shirt, the Hook logo on the shirt. So he comes out and he says, when I started my quest for gold, I certainly wasn't talking about this championship. I love it. I love it.
Like that a lot.
This is exactly what needed to happen.
Exactly.
So he's holding the FTW title, and he's talking about how he just doesn't really care for it. And Jerry Lynn comes out. Huh?
What?
Who? I mean, like, huh?
I don't. I'm here. People are saying rumors that he's gonna go through ECW people, I guess, and finally arrive at somebody. But like, why? Who thought of this? This is Cheeks. He has a feud that he's in with Hook. Do that. Expand on that.
Yeah.
The fucking doing?
Jerry Lynn talks about the FTW championship and what it means. He talks about how some of the baddest men in the ECW locker room held that championship. Then he drops the mic like he's getting ready to yeah, he drops the mic like he's getting ready to fight Jungle Boy. I don't know, man. I don't really know how much. I don't really know how much how pumped I'm gonna get for a Jerry Lynn versus Jungle Boy scenario. The only ECW guy I would be down with having him come into AEW and do a little bit, because I know he can still go, at a pretty high level too is Rob Van Dam. I think that would be pretty sick. But other than that,
Yeah, it'd be the one.
yeah. But other than that, I don't really know that there's too many that I would be stoked to see. Taz is another one of my favorite ECW guys, but obviously Taz can't wrestle anymore, so that's out of the picture. He did. Jungle Boy did make fun of Taz too, and that actually Taz started laughing. Man,
Oh, bro.
yeah, damn, Taz was so sick back in his day, bruh.
That man is dope, bro. I love the way he acts on commentary, man. I love it.
Oh,
But
he's
like,
selling the fuck out of this feud. He's been
dude,
he's been one of the best parts about this feud.
exactly, and he's not even technically in it. The fuck. But yeah, dude, what are you doing here? ECW stuff? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Do something I care about, like an AEW feud. I want to see Jack Perry versus someone in AEW. Why?
Yeah, for sure, bro. So that was that. I think we even got the confirmation that we're gonna get like another face-to-face segment with Jerry Lynn and Jungle Boy next week. I don't know, man. I don't know. So next, bro, we got Pac versus fucking Gravity. This is the guy that forgot about Pac back a
Dude,
couple years ago. This is him.
they they really booked this whole match because of that meme. That shit is hilarious.
This is the guy. This is the guy that forgot about Pac, bro. So, you know, eh, Pac finally
Man,
Pac finally got to get his lick back, I guess, on the guy who forgot
I,
about him.
we all remember the classic, the man that created forgot. And that classic was the same thing in AEW. The man that Tony Khan's notebook forgot. Fucking Pac, or the man that Visa fucking forgot. Whoever the fucking United Airlines, however the fuck he gets over here, that's fucking who forgot about Pac.
Yeah, bro. Everybody was clowning on my man Gravity here. Dude, when he fucking walked out there doing that walk on the moon, dude, that shit fucking popped me, bro. Absolute. I love it, bro. I fucking
Oh,
love it.
fucking dork, bro. That shit had me cracking up.
Dude,
Oh, man.
dude. Oh, man. When I tell you that killed me, I mean that actually fucking killed me, bro. When that man started fucking stomping on the ground doing like this, bro.
That
Oh,
shit had me.
man.
You know it's good when that man fucking Pac started laughing. That man laughed. I don't think I've ever seen that man laugh in my life.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. That absolutely that killed me. That fucking killed me. Just and then he comes out in a fucking spacesuit, bro. Oh,
Fucking gravity, man.
I love my man Gravity, bro. This guy's quickly becoming one of my favorite luchadors in AEW because of that fucking walk. So him and Pac have a match, and they it was a pretty good match. It was a pretty good match. From what I can remember, it wasn't anything too crazy. Pac ended up beating him with the brutalizer. So that was that. But yeah, yeah, yeah. So gravity. Unfortunately, didn't get the win here, man. He didn't get the win here, unfortunately. So he had to fucking moonwalk back to space, I guess, where he lives. Dude,
That shit killed me, bro.
it really did, bro. It really did. Um, so after this, Adam Cole and MJF did an interview. Adam Cole and MJF did an interview, which they showed these interviews from last week. They showed these interviews from last week. These were filmed at the Blood and Guts episode, talking about the match Saturday. MJF, Renee went to give the mic to Adam Cole. MJF took it and said, you guys were, he said, you guys were only my soldiers in the Pinnacle and no more than that. He said that they are going to whoop FTR's ass on Saturday. He said that, he said something like, Dax comes out here and he cuts the same promo every single time. He starts doing a hick accent. He's like, I love this business and I love AEW. And then he says he's gonna talk about his wife. I love my wife. I love my daughter. And then he said he's going to punch him so hard that CM Punk's jockstrap is gonna fall out of his throat.
Dang. They got his ass, bro. That's just hilarious.
He says, because they're better than you. Adam Cole says, baby.
Hey.
Adam Cole says, one more thing I wanted to tell you. He says, win or lose on Saturday, I just want you to know, you do not have to worry about me going after your AEW World Championship. Seriously, you're my friend, and I know how much it means to you. So then MJF says, Adam, actually, I thought really long and really hard about this, but I'm actually going to give you another shot at the World Championship because I know how much it means to you. Bro.
Dog.
It's heating up, man.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's heating up, bro. This is looking really good. And then Roddy. Roddy.
Okay, dude. Oh, this poor man.
Roddy comes up and he pushes MJF. And he tells Adam Cole not to trust him. MJF says, listen to me, you default caw.
Dude, this shit kills me, bro. Fucking poor Roddy, man.
So,
default caw.
Adam Cole tells MJF to, go away. He says he's going to meet up with him later, and he starts talking to Roddy. He starts telling him to trust him. He's got it under control. He says, Roddy, you're like a brother to me, man. And Roddy gives a little bit of pushback. He goes to grab Adam Cole's arm, and Adam Cole looks back at him, and he says, boundaries. Similar to how he used to do MJF. Every time MJF would touch him and stuff like that, or get too close to him, he would say boundaries. Or when he would call into his fucking live stream, he would say boundaries. And now he does it to Roderick Strong. Damn.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's tough, dude. That's tough, man. You hate to, it's awesome. I love it, but for Roddy, man, you hate to see it, man. Dude, I love where the storyline's going. Especially when we fucking Roddy, especially when we talk about what happened on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, I love where they're going, man. And my only question is, man, was MJF talking about his world title? Because he didn't mention it. He didn't use the phrase "my world title." No, he just said, "I'm gonna get you a world title shot."
Yeah, he said you'll get another chance at the AEW World Champion. I'm gonna give you another chance at the AEW Championship.
That's interesting, man. That's interesting. But I love what they're doing here. That shit's hilarious. And dude, that man MJF kills me, bro. Poor Roddy.
Oh, he really does. He really does. So FTR then does their promo. They did this promo of like having no knowledge of what was said by Adam Cole and MJF. So Cash talked about, he said, Adam, he said, we're sorry. We have to do this to you, man, because we really do like you and we really respect you. But but as far as MJF goes, We know what kind of horror. We know what kind of person he is. We used to run with him. We used to be in the Pinnacle, and we know what kind of horrible human being he is. So they said sorry to Adam, but they said MJF is going to get everything he has coming to him. Dax almost kind of predicted almost everything MJF said. He said to MJF, he said, you can make fun of me for whatever, and yes, I do love this business. And then he said, if you said anything about my wife and daughter, I'm gonna knock your teeth down your throat. He says, so same thing as Cash said. We're sorry to Adam, but MJF, you got everything coming to you. So that was FTR's promo. And yeah, man.
Oh yeah, man, I love it, man. I fucking love it.
Yeah, bro. So Swerve Strickland and Darby Allin. They actually had the best part of the show. They had a singles match. They just had a singles match, and it was a banger of a singles match. Nick Wade was out there. In Darby's corner, while Prince Nana was in Swerve's corner. AR Fox attacks Darby Allin and Nick Wayne to help Swerve Strickland. And then Prince Nana gives AR Fox a Mogul Embassy shirt that he starts hanging above his head.
Well, first of all, AR Fox, I don't think anybody wants one of those, man. I ain't never buying one. But, I mean, I like it. I would like it if I liked the rest of the group, but I don't. But I actually really like the idea of AR Fox being with Swerve. But you still have fucking Brian Cage and the fucking other two, what's their fucking names? Bishop Khan and the other one.
Khan and Toliona.
There you go. Don't give a fuck about them, man. So they fucking suck. I don't care about the group at all. But these are the type of people I would like to see with Swerve, man. I like the vibe that AR Fox gives as a heel. I think it'd be good with Swerve, man. But you're with fucking a bunch of jobbers overall, man. So it can only go so far.
Yeah, they have and that's a weird thing too about like it's because when I look at the group, it's like the group has potential, but they need to work on like their chemistry together, because like and they need to become a little bit more of a serious act. Like watching Prince Nana always just fucking dance, it's like watching Alex Abrahantes, and the group just looks not visually pleasing together. They don't.
No. Give Brian Cage's fucking ass in that for some reason. And the tag team is just lame as fuck. It's just a lame ass group besides Swerve and now AR Fox. Other than that, everyone's just fucking weird and lame. And it just brings the whole group down.
Definitely, bro. So after this, Chris Jericho is walking to the dressing room as the JAS members are waiting outside of it for him. It was not all the JAS members, because Sammy and Daniel walked away on him a couple weeks ago after they lost the tag team eliminator. Jake Hager came up to him last week and gave him the purple hat back. He asked, they all went into the locker room, so this was only 2.0, Ty and Anna Jay. He asked Ty how the baby is. She says the baby's fine, but the baby's not what we're here to worry about. And then Angelo Parker grabs the switchblade comb, and he says, look, man, you gave this to me. You gave this to me when we needed a job, and you gave this to me, and you revitalized our careers. And Jericho goes to take it back, and he says, I'm not going to give it back yet, but you need to make the right decision. Anna Jay walks up to him, and she says, see, after all we've done for you, We've spent the past year of our life appreciating you, and we've always had your back. And, she tells him, how messed up it would be if he went with Don Callis. And then she says, we've spent so much time appreciating you, and it almost seems like this whole time you haven't spent any time appreciating us. And she walks away, and they all go to walk away, and he stops Daddy Magic, and he says, really? And Daddy Magic looks at him, and he says, you need to make up your mind, and quick. And he walks away.
Damn, man.
It's heating up, bro. It was a very good segment. I really enjoyed that segment.
Oh, I really did, man. I like the way they're going with this, and I think this Wednesday they announced that it's Garcia and Sammy versus Takeshita and Jericho.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's interesting, man. I'm intrigued to see how that plays out, man. But I actually really like where they're going with this. I'm intrigued to see how it goes.
For sure, bro. For sure, it's going to be very interesting, man. The next one I'm going to try to talk about as little as possible because that was absolutely fucking atrocious. It was not Ty Conti. I don't know what I was about to call her Ty Conti. Taya Valkyrie. Taya Valkyrie versus Britt Baker. Get this fucking trash off of the screen. The worst part was everybody was paying attention to... I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter too much since she's already kind of a loser, but everybody was paying too much attention to the part that, Britt and Taya had a fucking atrocious match. It was absolutely horrible. It was one of the sloppiest matches I've ever seen in my entire life.
And I was asleep during it.
Britt Baker just beat her with the lockjaw. Just beat her. Just no fucking rhyme or reason. Just beat her. After the match, they panned to a sign that said "Book the women's division better." I would rather change that sign to "Use the right women properly."
Exactly. Like, dude, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, man, but what they're doing now ain't it. I don't want to see Britt Baker beating Ty Valkyrie for no reason. I don't want to see Ruby losing again in a massive fucking match again. That's not the shit I want to see, man. I want to see the opposite of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to see a woman that is good at wrestling be the face of their division and and booked properly. Toni Storm, one of the women at the top of their card. Fantastic fucking performer. Fantastic. Love Toni Storm. Is she being used to her full potential? No. And it's not even a thing of, is she being used to her full potential? Is she doing anything intriguing enough to live up to her potential? No. Ruby Soho's another one. Fantastic performer. Is she positioned anywhere near the top of the card? No. Jamie Hayter. Is she fantastic? Yes. Did they ever do anything with her? No. Athena. Is she fantastic? You fucking bet your ass she is. Are they doing anything with her? No.
She's in ROH. They're doing stuff with her. She's probably the best women's champion now, but it's in ROH, so nobody fucking cares about it.
Yep.
Get her in a real fucking division, man. Please.
Ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. Yeah, but this was a horse shit match, and that is all I want to say on it, because it was really fucking bad.
Exactly, man. And fucking Britt Baker, she made her case so much worse, dude.
Oh, she did.
People were shitting on the match on Twitter because it was our ex, as I should say. People on Twitter were fucking shitting on the fucking match, and she starts talking about all this shit. Talking about how, like, the fans or whatever, generic wrestler garbage. Yeah. Talking about the fans. Trust me, we know it. We know that wrestler garbage. We get it. But then she started talking about fans being bullies, and the fans were going at her because she's probably the biggest bully back there. It's a fucking mess, dude. Right? She was in a good spot for a minute too, where she wasn't that annoying on TV or backstage, and now she's right back at it.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. She made her case so horrible. She really did. She made her case so horrible. She yeah. Well, what was the wording she used? She said, "Oh, I can't hear the sound of you fans bullying me over the loud DMD chants." Meanwhile, it almost seemed like the whole purpose of season 1 of AEW All Access was to bully Thunder Rosa.
Exactly. That was the whole fucking point, I guess, because that's all the women did. For the women's side of that fucking show, that is literally the only thing they did with bully Thunder Rosa for just getting injured.
Yeah, because she didn't come to work injured. And apparently, we talked about it on Friday, but apparently a story came out saying that Thunder Rosa had suicidal thoughts through all of that. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
I don't understand, dog. I really don't.
yeah, like I said it on Friday, bro. You give the smallest of people, or you give the least talented of people an opportunity, or a little bit of power, I mean, and they fucking, you give them an inch and they take a mile. And now
I
look at
swear
the
to God,
position we're in.
you could give that person a little bit of a rub, man, and their ego just fucking booms, man. You hate to see it, dog.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And the main event of AEW Dynamite, 4 weeks before All In. 4 weeks before All In is the Best Friends versus the Lucha Bros versus John Moxley and Claudio. What the fuck kind of shit main event is this? I mean,
That shit was ass, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I woke up at the tail end of it and didn't give a fuck for what I was watching, man.
dude, like what purpose did this serve? I mean, honestly. So the Lucha Bros end up retaining. I don't even know if this is for the titles, but the Lucha Bros ended up winning. Wheeler Yuta came out, Orange Cassidy came out, and this just turned into a giant brawl. Like I said, bro, this is gonna end up spiraling into. I guess that really was the end of the Elite versus the Blackpool Combat Club, and we see none of the Elite.
No.
4 weeks before All In.
Fucking hell, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on in this fucking place, but yeah, man, that's dynamite for you. It would have been nice to see the very last moment between the the Elite and BCC. Too bad they didn't put that on television or on pay-per-view. No, it was on pay-per-view. I mean on television. It would have been nice to put that on television, man. But no, now they're just gonna go into a feud with the fucking the Best Friends. Probably the worst act in the company. Good
Oh,
lord, man.
hold your horses for a second.
I
Okay,
know.
so this was such a star-studded main event. They decided to give us a spin-off for this upcoming Dynamite 200. They are giving us Penta El Zero M versus John Moxley. Oh, wait a second. Oh, sorry. Penta El Zero Miedo. Sorry. Versus John Moxley versus Trent in an anything goes triple threat match next week. That's how good this was. Star-studded.
Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Besides Moxley, how do you pick the worst person their respective groups. Trent's easily the worst one in the Best Friends. Easily the first fucking one. Dude is atrocious. And then I hate to break it to fans' hearts, but
I gotta go with Chuck
Ray
Taylor.
Phoenix. Oh fuck yeah. He's fucking way, way less insufferable, man. And I'm sorry for all the Penta L0M0 marks, but Ray Phoenix is better. I like Ray Phoenix a million times more.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but for me, they're pretty close. But for me, Chuck is a little more bland. It's a little more bland for me. You add Rocky Romero to the mix, and
Oh, he
then
takes the fucking cake.
yeah, he's definitely the he takes the cake. But a trend has showed, and this was years ago. So I know AEW fans would cling on to this because you do one good thing and they hold on to that like a motherfucker. But a couple years ago, Trent showed glimpses of being okay, but I mean he hasn't done anything since then. If you ask me, the whole fucking group is annoying, but
Oh, yeah.
but for me, there's something about Chuck Taylor, bro. I mean that man is just fucking. You know what? Maybe it may actually be Trent. I don't know. I just don't like that fucking group.
I
I
like it.
I don't know, bro. I don't know, but what the fuck made you go? What made you go with that match? Trent versus Penta versus Mox? The fuck?
What? That shit sounds ass, bro. This shit sounds cheeks. What are you doing this fucking match for? I don't understand, dog. What a 200th episode special, man. What the fuck?
Seriously, bro. So, moving over to what has actually been the A show of AEW. AEW Rampage. Obviously, kidding. Dude, Collision. Bro.
Holy shit.
They've been lighting it up, bro. Can't lie.
Oh, they really have been.
Yes, they have been lighting this shit up. This is a very story-driven show. There's a lot of people that actually get in-ring promo time on Collision. You love to see it. You love to see it. We open this show up with the mask on a pole. Well, I guess that's not doing it any justice. Yeah, a match, ladder match for Andrade's mask.
Yeah, I would say that. It's not a mask on a pole, man.
Yeah, no, not a mask on a pole match. Good lord. I don't miss those. God, 2017, dude, WWE had a kick on those two, doing the something on a pole match.
Dude, I'm so glad they haven't gotten in some match kick recently, man, because it was the still a shit on a pole match, and then it was the fucking gauntlet match, and then it was
had one good gauntlet match, and then they fucking killed it.
Oh, that's all they fucking did, bro. Oh, I would hate it. And now they haven't really done that recently, man, but I'm waiting. It's eventually gonna happen, dog. We all know it.
Definitely.
No, I wouldn't say they did it for theatrical matches because it was kind of a pandemic, so
yeah,
best time to do those, but does not make sense, man.
So Andrade and Buddy Matthews open the show, and fucking boy, oh boy, did they absolutely put on a banger. Yeah, they put on a fucking banger, man. Buddy Matt, there was a spot, I don't know if it's real or not, but there was a spot where they were saying Buddy popped his shoulder popped out, and he went to pop it back in. Yeah, they did film it a lot, so that kind of would make me think that it was a little staged. So, dude, Andrade and Buddy Matthews absolutely killed each other. This was a hard hitting ladder match. Julia Hart got involved. They tried to handcuff Andrade to the rope, but then he kicked Buddy in the face, and Julia went to check on him because he kicked a chair into his face, and she accidentally dropped the key. Andrade got a hold of the key, and unlocked himself, went to climb, but then they stopped him, so he did the same thing to Buddy Matthews and got him handcuffed on the rope. Julia then found him a pair of bolt cutters. She gave it to him real quick, and he unchained himself. And Julia was on Andrade's back at this point, so Andrade threw Buddy down, threw Julia on the other side of the ladder. She went to slap him. He caught her hand, and he pushed her into Buddy, and both of them fell through a table as Andrade was able to secure the mask for himself, man. So he was able to get his mask back, and what has been a really good story, and just been really solid, bro. But I really want to see the Andrade and Malachi Black face off one of these days.
I was gonna mention that, man. Andrade tweeted something that basically alluded that he wants to face Malachi Black at All In. He basically said he wants to face Malachi. That's perfect, dude. That is perfect for both parties, and I hope we get that match, man. I really hope so.
Yeah. They told a great story. They've been telling a great story ever since Andrade came back on the debut episode of Collision. It's been a great story. He's been putting on great matches, and I'm fucking finally glad he's being used in AEW on a consistent week-to-week basis. He's doing something that progresses his storyline. It's been great.
It's actually literally, man, it's been great, man. I hope that match happens at All In.
That would be fantastic. That would be absolutely fantastic. Samoa Joe beat my boy Gravity. Dude. So you know that spot where Samoa Joe fucking like just walks out of the way like a prick? Dude, fucking Gravity gets on the top rope and goes, and he's got his back facing to Joe, and he goes to jump backwards. Samoa Joe fucking moonwalks. Gravity walks away. I love Samoa Joe.
That man is goated, man. That shit killed me, bro. I loved it. Fucking Gravity.
Yeah, and one thing I'm a little upset about, man, is that we never really got to see any sort of like Samoa Joe and CM Punk feud coming out of this. Like somehow we got to Ricky Starks, which I don't mind, but I would have really loved to see Joe and Punk get like a spotlight on All In or something like that.
I would really like that, man. Very interesting to see how that all happened. Kind of was just a match and they forgot about it. But no, in AEW, they're just gonna come back to it randomly at some point. So we'll see how it goes, man. But that is true, man. They kind of just not do it.
Yeah. So Samoa Joe beats Gravity. Darby Allin does an open challenge, and it ends up being Minoru Suzuki. Pretty good match. Darby picks up the victory via roll up, which pissed Suzuki off, but it was a very good match nonetheless. Mercedes Martinez beats Kiera Hogan as Statlander comes out after the match because Martinez kept beating her up. Bullet Club Gold. No Jay White this week, but Vikingo, Action Andretti, and Darius Martin lost to Bullet Club Gold as... Dude, Bullet Club... Dude, that fucking... The Guns entrance with Juice Robinson in it is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life. It ruined it.
Oh, ruined it. That shit looks stupid as fuck, dude. Every week I question why people love Juice Robinson so much, dude. I do not understand any of the appeal to that man.
Me neither.
If he was doing what he was doing now in WWE, all those AEW fans, that would be their best fucking joke about WWE, would be Juice Robinson. I don't understand the man's appeal.
The juice is loose.
Can Juice be fucking released, man? Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, Juice does not do it for me, bro. He
He
just does
doesn't,
not.
dude.
I mean, obviously, he's a fantastic wrestler. But as
Mm-hmm.
far as that fucking gimmick goes, bro,
I
that shit
hate it.
is just not it. That shit is really
So
not
much.
it, man.
Oh, I can't stand that gimmick, man. I genuinely cannot. And
Horrible.
it just breaks the whole group because they all do the gimmick because he does it, and they're all just a bunch of fucking losers.
They are a bunch of idiots. They really are.
I don't like it, man. I really don't.
All right, man. CM Punk. Bro,
Dog. Holy shit.
boy, did this man light the wrestling world on fire. Oh. So he comes out there with his red bag as he goes out there for an interview with Tony Schiavone. Tony starts asking him, you know, about, his beef with Ricky Starks. And then he asks him what's in the red bag. So Punk says, you know what? I'll show you what's in the red bag. And he takes out the AEW World Championship, the one with the black strap, obviously not the triple B. He takes out the
Yep.
original AEW World Championship. Dude, he said, this is the championship that I never lost. This is the championship that has my sweat, my blood on it since last September, and since then, nobody's beaten me for it. He says it's got my blood, it's got my sweat, and now it's got my symbol on it. So he takes out some spray paint and he sprays an X, but coincidentally, the X covers up the E that's on the World
Just,
Championship. And what does the E in all elite wrestling stand for?
mm-mm. I loved it, dude. I loved it. Well, one thing, CM Punk, it doesn't just have your blood, man. It also has Nick, Matt, and Kenny Omega's blood probably
Yeah,
as well.
NA
But
Steel.
yeah, and they still, except he got that blood from Kenny Omega when he bit him. Um, but besides the point, love that shit, bro. Thought that shit was awesome. Um, Loved what he was talking about, man. And I like what he did to the title, man. He spray painted his classic, X over it. It's what he puts on his fist, man. He spray painted that over that and completely covered up the E, man. And it's a perfect mirror to that shirt that the Bucks released. That was the AEW logo, but with just the E, and instead said the Elite. It's a good mirror to that shirt, man. So I like where they're going with this, man. I hope that's a tease for future, feuds and whatnot, man. But I'm intrigued to see where this goes, man. I really am.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Also, before he took it out of the red bag, he said something like, let's leave it to the only adult in the room to address this situation. He said something like that. Obviously, a callback to the media scrum. Is a callback to the media scrum when he said, when he accused the Elite of acting like children. So very,
Mm.
very, very interesting stuff there. Ricky Starks then comes out and Punk says, I feel like the reason you're out here is because you want a shot at the real world championship because you did beat me. And he says, I can live with the L, but can you live with knowing that you are a cheater? Ricky Starks says yes, he wants a world championship shot. They are not even referring to this belt as the AEW World Championship. They're referring to this belt as the real World Championship. He also mentioned something in there about Max not wanting to give him a shot at it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, man. It's intriguing, man. I wonder how they're going to do. Because if they are making two separate ones, yeah, you can't really do MJF and Punk at that point, which I hope is the path. I don't want to see those two face each other right now, and I definitely wouldn't want CM Punk to win. So I say keep them separate and somehow develop this into its own world title. Maybe you could get, MJF in there, but like, if CM Punk wins, then something about that title, becomes its own or something. Something like that, man, because at this point, that might be the best, course of action for AEW, is to have another main world title level title, and, I like where they're going with it, man. I really do.
Definitely, bro, definitely. And in the main event, what everybody was tuning into AEW Collision to watch, the AEW Tag Team Championship match, Better Than You, Baby, the Bro Chachos versus FTR. This was a fantastic match. I love this match. It was very, very good. It was very good. You had MJF and Adam Cole, who, to be honest, I would have loved to see win the AEW World Tag Team Championships, bro. I would have loved to see them do it. I would have loved to see it happen. It didn't, and FTR was getting booed in this match like hell, and after the 3 count was made, you did see a lot of disappointed faces because that crowd was ready to fucking erupt for Adam Cole and MJF, and I don't know, man. I really think yet again, Tony Khan should have called an audible on this one. Again. I really think he should have, man.
That pop would have been insane, man, and the story could have gotten even better, man. I think they really could have.
Yet again, Tony Khan not knowing until afterwards to make the audible. I don't know, man. I don't know. So, Adam Cole was about to get the Shatter Machine. MJF pushed him out of the way. MJF took the Shatter Machine. Well, didn't take it. He went to take the Shatter Machine, blocked it, grabbed Cash's leg, flipped him back into the middle rope as he was about to do his little sit-down pile driver thing. Dax rolled him up and pinned the AEW World Champion via roll-up, and MJF was fucking devastated after this loss. Cole immediately ran up to him, told him it was okay, told him they tried their hardest. He grabbed the AEW World Championship. He gave it to him. He said, he grabbed the championship and gave it to him, and he said, dude, you're just fine, bro. You're the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Like, you're fine. You're fine. As MJF just kept saying, I blew it. And Adam Cole is just saying, no, we blew it. We're a team. And Adam Cole walks away as MJF is left standing there in the corner with the championship, and he's grabbing the championship, and the crowd's kind of starting to rumble because they know it's about to happen. MJF bangs his head on the turnbuckle post, and he takes a step forward like he's about to smack Adam Cole in the back of the head with the champion, or in the face with the championship. Adam Cole's standing there, and he has his back turned to MJF, and you could hear him just say, I knew it, as he, is coming to the realization that Max is about to turn on him. So he spreads his arms out, and he says, do what you got to do, Max. Do what you got to do. MJF throws the championship away, and he says, I can't do it. As we start getting a hug it out chant, as these guys hug it out to the biggest pop of the night, as the brotherhood continues with these two, bro. Very, very, very interesting, man. Very interesting.
It really is, man. I loved it. I love the fact that they didn't do the turn yet, and that this shit's just gonna get even better and better, man. I love that there's still, group together, man, and I really can't wait to see how this continues, man. And I know that man Roddy was fuming watching that shit, man. I can't wait to see how the rest of the story unfolds. I loved it.
Yeah, yeah, it is very good. Did you also see that picture of while MJF and Adam Cole were in the ring, CM Punk was peeking around the corner?
That shit had me cracking up, bro. That shit was killing me. I thought that shit was funny as hell. It reminded me of that one fucking picture of Triple H. It wasn't even Ronda
Oh, it was
debuted.
Ronda, yeah.
And bro's just peeking out. Yeah, man, it's interesting. I wonder how that is gonna, evolve.
Interesting, bro. Very, very interesting, man, for sure. Afterwards, there was actually a post-match interview, or a post-match promo, where MJF called FTR the best tag team in the world. He says at the time, the Pinnacle had a lot left in the tank, but he himself was too arrogant to realize it. He said at a point him and Cash were friends, but there was a point where him and Dax did not like each other. And they shook each other's hand, and they had pizza and tequila in the ring to celebrate the match. So very, very heartwarming, very little heartwarming post-match there for you. Very nice to see MJF just being a nice guy, and I'm going to stand by saying that MJF as a babyface is really something that I think they should look into, because I really think that man could genuinely be like the top babyface in that company.
Oh, dude, 100%. I think that's when he's the most interesting. It's when he's either conflicted, that conflicted MJF, or just straight up being good. It's genuinely fucking amazing, man. And I love it. I really do. And I might, if they were down for the babyface path, Adam Cole's not the nicest person himself from his history, man. From being, the UE leader. So maybe they bring that Adam Cole back, man. I would love that. I'd be down. Maybe it's Adam Cole is the one that turns his back on MJF and crushes his heart. I'd be down for that eventually, man. But I love where it's going now, man, and I can't wait to see it continue.
Yeah, man. As for SmackDown, bro, we got some cool Bloodline stuff. We got a promo where Roman Reigns is asking Jay why he's doing this. He can't wrap his head around why Jay is doing this. To him, Jay tells Roman none other than, I'm doing this because I beat you before, and I'm going to do it again.
Hey, that shit hit, bro. That shit was hard as hell.
Very good stuff going on here with these guys, man. And then in the main event, it was Jay versus Grayson Waller, and the match ended up getting interrupted, and Roman and Solo beat the shit out of Jey Uso and left him lying, man. So, yeah, that was that.
Dude, that fucking Samoan Spike spear combo, that shit was heat.
Oh, it's next level. It really is.
I love that shit.
Yeah, it's pretty sick, man. It's pretty sick. So, Bobby Lashley is sitting in the back with the Street Profits, and he tells them that Trick and Mello had a lot of good things to say about them, as they should. He says that you guys are superstars. You deserve to be treated like superstars, and you guys should dress like superstars. They look over at Angelo, who's the only one who's in joggers and a fucking tracksuit. Angelo's like staring off into space like he didn't just hear that. Montez taps him on his leg, and he says, "Oh, you're talking about me?" He tells Bobby, he says, "You got something against the Sweats?" Bobby says, "I don't got nothing against the Sweats, but here's this, courtesy of the Almighty, as some lady pulls in a whole wardrobe of suits, on a rolling little hanger thing, and
Wardrobe cart thing.
yep, wardrobe cart, and Bobby tells them pick whatever they want, and it's on them. So another interesting development of this group, bro, and I'm very excited to see what's going on with these guys.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I really like the way this is going. And I can't wait for it to, actually genuinely happen, man. I love it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. As for Monday Night Raw,
Ugh. You on at the perfect time. Look at that.
yeah, Logan Paul opens up the show talking about his match with Ricochet. He's talking about how he's talking about his match with Ricochet. You know what? I can't believe I'm saying this. Logan is getting pretty fucking good on the microphone. Like,
That shit's pretty funny.
Not crazy, but dude, did you see the part where he was like fucking crying and the crowd was whatting him?
I didn't actually.
Dude, he was talking about how Ricochet, how he was just trying to challenge Ricochet, and Ricochet made a mockery of him. And he started to get tears in his eyes when he was talking about it. And he was like, he made a mockery of the whole thing. And then the crowd's whatting him, and they say, what? And he says, the whole thing. And they what him again, and he's like, I said the whole thing. Bro, that man, absolutely hilarious. I loved him playing to the crowd, and I loved, him just being such an egomaniac. This man was brought to tears over the fact that Ricochet just super kicked him last week. Fucking killed me. And again, him playing to the crowd. Logan Paul, you could say what you want about him. He should not be this good. He shouldn't. That's
exactly. That's what I love how, Triple H always says that of literally every media scrum, but he really shouldn't be that good.
No, he has great timing on the microphone, and guys who have been doing promos a lot longer than him would not think to do some shit like that, because everybody acts very tone deaf to the what chants, but to see him play into it, just out there like a little baby, dude, shit. I said the whole time, bro. Fucking kill me.
I hate when people just try to just completely ignore them. Like, dude, if you hate the what chants or not, the fucking fans are gonna chant it. Work around it, man. Just work around it. And he did it. And that's something a lot of people can't do or refuse to do for some reason.
That man killed me. That man fucking killed me with that. He genuinely did. That was absolutely hilarious. So, yes, and also, Logan as a heel just works. Just works.
It does.
Maxine Dupri. Yeah. Didn't even finish talking about the Logan Paul and Ricochet segment. So he did that. He talked about Ricochet. Ricochet came out there and he said, him and Logan are gonna have a great match, and he can respect that Logan is a true competitor and a true athlete, and he does work his ass off for this business. That Logan's promo just absolutely killed me when he started fucking fake crying. Killed me, bro.
Oh, truly.
That genuinely took me out for like a hot 5 minutes.
He was talking about how fucking Samantha Irvin's gonna have to fucking call that Logan Paul when the match. That shit's hilarious. That boy Ricochet was getting cooked.
Yep. So Ricochet goes to leave, and he says, "Hey, Ricochet, one more thing. Um, you know, after the match, when the ring announcer says the winner, he says, well, see that ring announcer over there? That's Samantha Irvin. That's your fiance. So how are you going to feel when your girl is saying my name and the winner, Logan Paul?"
Damn, that shit killed me, bro. I love it. I think it's fucking funny as hell, bro. And poor man Ricochet's getting cooked, and he's probably gonna lose too.
Oh, bro. Oh, my dude. I it's gonna be funny as hell. And to be 100% honest, bro, I really think Ricochet should lose. Like this man, Logan Paul, is just a bona fide loser. And I think to, get rid of some of that is to actually give him a victory. And Ricochet's the guy he can get a victory off of. It'll be
It's
all right.
Ricochet, man. There ain't much going downhill from what he was already at, man. So just have Logan Paul win, and that'll make all of this 10 times funnier.
Yeah, for sure. So Gunther's in the back, and he's talking about how disappointed he's been in his guys. I swear to fucking God, bro, if they break up Imperium, they are royally fucking up.
Royally fucking up. Dude, they better not, man. They better fucking not.
Which is so ridiculous because they don't even know what the fuck they have in Fabian Eichner and Marcel Barthel as a tag team.
Dude, they never use them as a tag team right now. I don't understand that.
Like, why are they just Gunther's henchmen? Like, dude, they're such a good tag team that's not at all getting fucking utilized on the roster. And it's ridiculous.
It was a fucking 2.0 of WWE. They're just used to be there. They're never used as a genuine tag team.
Yeah. So Gunther gives Ludwig he gives him another chance to redeem himself in a match against Matt Riddle that Ludwig actually ends up winning.
Yeah.
He beats Matt Riddle, which was fucking nice to see instead of just seeing the man lose again. Maxine Dupree defeat Valhalla. After the match, Gunther challenged Gable to a match because he tells Gable that he couldn't last 5 minutes with him. So they do a fucking beat the clock challenge with Gunther and Chad Gable.
Dude, you get probably two easily in their top 10 of wrestlers on their fucking roster in a match on television, and you make it a 5-minute match, a guaranteed 5-minute match. Dude, oh my god, this company, man, it just gets you sometimes.
Yeah, well, thankfully, it didn't go 5 minutes.
That's good, though.
Which made no sense why they made the 5-minute challenge in the first place. So the Judgment Day were out there. The Judgment Day were out there, just talking about their normal shtick. They run Monday Night Raw. Soon they're gonna have all the gold. They're gonna have the briefcase and all the gold. Raquel comes out there and tries attacking Rhea Ripley, but Rhea gets the upper hand as it looks like Rhea Ripley won't be on SummerSlam. I'm sure she'll be on there in some capacity with the Judgment Day, but up until this point, dude, it looks like they got the 7 matches plus a Battle Royal, and that's it.
Right, that's tough, man. It's really tough for everybody else involved. Yeah, man, I mean, Judgment Day, they're Judgment Day still. They haven't changed in the last 3 months. They're still on Raw every week. Like, dude, what happened to a revolving door? Raw does not have one at all. They have so many other people that they never bring in and that they never take a break from. It's infuriating.
Yeah, and they are running a very risky number with the Judgment Day because of how much they've been featuring them.
Exactly.
Like,
right. And
you know, if you want them as your top act on Monday Night Raw, whatever. But if you want them as your top act on Raw, and you want them on NXT, sometimes you put them on SmackDown. What the fuck are we doing here, man?
Literally, dog. I don't understand it.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This is interesting. This is interesting. I don't know. I don't know what they got to do with the Judgment Day, man. But it's going to be interesting to see what the hell happens after SummerSlam. Another thing about Dominic Mysterio winning the NXT championship, the NXT North American Championship, dude. For whatever reason, I thought that the Great American Bash was like a couple weeks away, and he was just going to drop it. Dude, he kept the belt past the Great American Bash. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
I guess, I think at this point he's just going to permanently have that thing until the rest of the group has some type of gold, or until fucking Damian Priest either wins gold or fails to win gold with the briefcase, dog. Because I think that's the whole point, is for all of them to have gold. So, and I think it's going to be a minute before Damian Priest has any. So, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. That's even if he's going to stay in the fucking group.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's gonna be. I hope something happens at SummerSlam, though. Should be very interesting to see. Shinsuke Nakamura defeats Tommaso Ciampa via roll-up. I don't know if these guys are both in this SummerSlam Battle Royal or if this was a spot to be in it, but I would think both of them are going to be in there just to, you know, showcase people. But fucking why? Why couldn't Tommaso Ciampa have just won this match? Explain to me that.
What does Shinsuke lose, bro? He's already the biggest fucking nobody in the company at this point. Who cares? Who fucking cares?
Genuinely, I don't know why. I don't know why they're giving Shinsuke Nakamura wins when the guy continues to be one of the most fucking uninteresting people on a week-to-week basis. I don't know why, but it fucking boggles my mind every single time they give this guy another win and he continues to do nothing with it.
Exactly, dude. I don't understand.
Brock Lesnar came out here, talked about his accolades in the combat sports realm. He said Saturday is going to be a fight. And Cody came out there, shook his hand. They shook hands before the fight. Brock went to walk past Cody, but Cody didn't move. Cody didn't budge. And then these two started fighting. And yeah, Lesnar laid him out. So I guess that just lets you know who's winning on Saturday.
I fucking wonder who, man. Ugh, good lord. They do it. Let's just get this fucking feud over with, man. For the love of God.
Seriously. The fucking video packages they played for the feud are better than the feud.
Oh, dude, they played that sad-ass song, bro?
Yeah.
The fuck? That shit funny as hell, man. Amazing video package for a fucking trash-ass feud.
Seriously, bro. Becky Lynch comes out for her match with Trish Stratus. She ends up getting out of it, and it looks like they're going to do it in 2 weeks. So you wasted our whole fucking summer with a Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus feud to purposely get us to SummerSlam. And it's going to happen on the Raw 2 weeks after SummerSlam. What the fuck are we doing? Well, I guess we have 2 more weeks of this garbage, and then we're good to go, I guess. But what the hell?
Good lord, I thought it was gonna end at SummerSlam, man. I thought that was the whole fucking point.
So Chad Gable and Gunther goes 5 minutes. Gable kicks Gunther out of the ring at like the 5-second mark, and the time runs out. So Gunther grabs the mic, and he says, "No, you did not beat me. Add more time." These two and they did. I don't know what the point of adding the 5 minutes to begin with was. I don't know why they just didn't do a normal fucking one-on-one match. They put on a really good match. Gunther ended up beating him, of course. And he picks up the victory 5 days before his match with Drew. So it's going to be interesting, bro. It's going to be interesting to see what happens on Saturday. I swear to fucking God, if Gunther loses his championship now, oh, they're going to have a fucking bone to pick with me. But, yeah.
Exactly.
But he put on a really good match with Chad Gable. I loved the match. I thought it was a really good TV match, but Gunther won as he should.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. They fucking better have Gunther win at SummerSlam. And, Gable, great to see Gable, show off, how good he is, man. And show off the Gable the WWE should be focusing on, besides the other one, down in old fucking Cross Island. But, hell yeah, man. It's great to see a showcase match between those two. And, dude, I really fucking hope that fucking Gunther wins on Sunday or Saturday. But no McIntyre appearance tonight. Oh yeah, isn't it? Oh yeah, isn't he not going to be appearing until SummerSlam? I just remembered that.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, I think that was like a story or something. Damn, that's tough. That sucks for their feud, man. But again, dude, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way he could lose.
Seriously, bro. Oh God, if they don't let this man become the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, there is fucking something going on. Fucked up as hell, man.
I swear, dude.
Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler had a full sit down interview, separate, but they were just both talking about their friendship. This was the best part about Monday Night Raw. This here was a masterclass. If you guys did not see this, you need to go watch this sit down interview with Ronda and Shayna. Both of them were brought to tears in this interview, talking about their friendship. Ronda was more so bragging. She came off a little more braggadocious on everything she did for Shayna, and how Shayna eventually started to feel entitled. Shayna, on the other hand, was talking about how she moved in with Ronda Rousey just to get beat up on, to be a sparring partner. She talked about how I was everything that Ronda needed in a friend, and she never reciprocated that. Shayna talked about how she was the goddaughter of Ronda's child, and how this is going to be so brutal that her daughter is never going to be able to forgive her for what she did to her mother. This was beautiful. And this feud has been really good. It has. Their promo material has been fantastic. And this sit-down interview put the chef's kiss on what's been... I don't know how good the match is going to be, but it put the chef's kiss on the build for this feud. It really topped everything off in a really nice way and let you know everything. Let you know these two's history, and it came off just amazing.
Definitely, man. Definitely. That's awesome to hear, man. I'm really glad that it turned out well, man. And that's awesome to see, man. It's always great. Usually it's always great when two real-life best friends feud, man. And this is another example of it working out, man. So glad for both of them, man. And I can't wait to see the results, man.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. And the main event. The Judgment Day. Damian Priest and Dirty Dominic Mysterio versus Seth freaking Rollins and Sami Zayn.
The same fucking 5 people every main event.
No addressing of the tag titles. Nothing.
Nope.
Nothing. Seth, Damian Priest hits Seth with the Razor's Edge, looks over at the briefcase, and he wants to cash it in. So he tells Finn to give him the briefcase to cash it in. Finn hesitates on multiple occasions to give him the briefcase, but he finally ends up giving it to him. He goes to hit Seth with it, with the ref looking dead at him. Seth kicks the briefcase into his face. Answer me this question, Sir K. Shouldn't Seth Rollins have got disqualified for that? Or am I an idiot?
Oh, 100%.
He used the
He deflected
fucking...
Like, dog, that's how a match works. What are you, AEW, making rules on the fly?
Dude, fucking... He super kicks the briefcase into his face, and the ref just is looking clear as day at it, and he just doesn't care. And then he Sammy took care of Dominic, I believe, and then Seth hit Damian with a curb stomp and was able to pack him up. So Seth and Sammy did win this match, but a lot of fucking questions about the ending of that match. He literally kicked the briefcase into his face, and he didn't get disqualified.
Makes no fucking sense, dude. Yeah, that's weird.
Doesn't
That's a
make
weird
any
spot
sense.
to be in. Hell no, man. But I guess, it's a continuation of that Judgment Day feud, man. So we'll see how all that'll finally, finish or continue at SummerSlam, man. And I'm intrigued, man. I'm intrigued to see where they go and really who wins that match, man. Literally any of those three, Finn, fucking Seth, or Damian Priest could walk out champion on Sunday, man. I don't keep saying Sunday, Saturday, man, and it's intriguing.
Definitely, bro. Yeah, I would. I loved the one thing I did love was Finn Balor's pump fakes of handing him the Money in the Bank briefcase. I really liked how Finn was like, wait.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what do you mean you want to cash in? And he's like looking at the briefcase, and he's looking at Damian like, wait, what the fuck? And then he ends up just handing it to him. It almost maybe feels like he might have stalled for a reason. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Intriguing, man.
So, other than that, bro, that was everything we had today for you guys on this episode of Unscripted. So yeah, man, this has been episode 154, and that's pretty much everything. Like I said, bad week of AEW Dynamite, great week of AEW Collision, and a pretty bad go-home show for Monday Night Raw. Obviously,
Yeah.
it had its good points, but the entirety of the show, the main entirety of the show, was just not it. It was just not it, man. It just didn't feel like a go-home show at all. Didn't get me excited for SummerSlam or anything like that. So, yeah.
No, it's 30 or 40 minutes of a 3-hour show, or only 30 or 40 minutes of it is good. It is not a good look.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. So, yeah, man. So that is gonna do it for this edition of Notorious Unscripted. That is all we got today for you guys, man. So, with that, we got a big week coming up ahead, bro. We got the news on Friday. We got SummerSlam on Saturday. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how everything goes, man. And hopefully the show turns out to be pretty damn good. We can only hope, right? So, yeah, man. So with that, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. Another great edition of Notorious Unscripted. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys, man. We love you guys. It's been always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of Notorious Unscripted. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Friday with not only the news, but also the SummerSlam 2023 predictions.
Peace.
On the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie feeling, playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold when what you talking about, Willis? The thrill is gone, the black Frank White is here to excite and throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze cats till my clips is empty, don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck
Here I am, I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the bud lyrics over harmony grip. It's the Mood Killer Death Trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the #1 contender. Looking cold,